What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Elvis Extra. So, today the topic is about tribalism. Let's talk about this. I remember it was last year. I just met a certain chick around my hood. The chick was just beautiful, just full package. So, we exchanged contacts, we used to have conversation. I remember one day I told this lady I would like to take her for a casual date. I planned for everything and we went ahead. Remember in that venue while having conversation, this lady asked me something simple. She was like, we ni kabila gani? When I told her my tribe, her response was, iyo kabila yenu munakulanga watu. The statement was so disgusting. I even tried to pump sense on her. I tried to teach her something about my tribe and so on. She could not understand anything. What she knew, kabila yetu inakulanga watu. I remember I used to say with my grandma, I've never seen my grandma preparing human meat for us. Our grandma used to prepare us just normal food. So you see those kind of tribal things about a certain community, like it's like Kula Watu. The other day, this guy called Terence Creative was trending about those tribal jokes and so on. When he talked ill about the Abagusi community. You remember? And this Terence guy, he used to hang out with Churchill. You guys, you know Churchill. Churchill, this guy, this is what he used to do. This he used to bring those comedians together. Then they come up with those dry jokes, those tribal and dry jokes about a certain community. Then they showcase to Kenyans on national TV. You guys used to clap. Oh, Churchill is very funny. Eric Omondi is very funny. You remember those days? You're the same people. All right. So I'm not even shocked. Even these guys are still talking about tribal jokes. Tribal jokes is so outdated. I remember the other day you guys are talking about the Luos. Oh, they're not circumcised. So what? Even if the circumcised are not circumcised, it doesn't concern you with anything. It's a manhood. It's my manhood. I can decide what to do with it or not to do it. I can decide even to chop it off. It's okay. I remember in my culture, in my tribe, for us, we never used to cut off the first skin. We used to remove the lower teeth. The same thing to Luos, they do that. You understand what I'm talking about? So the only way to end tribalism in this country is through intermarriage. We need to interfuck Luo ladies. You marry Kikuyu men. Kikuyu men, you marry Luya ladies. Luya men also look for Kambas. Those Somalis. Somalis stop marrying Somali ladies. Somalis, you have to go to Turkana, marry those Turkana. Or Sabaot. The same thing like that. You need to intermarriage, marry from different tribe. We exchange culture. I learned something about your culture. Not just common people in one place. Imagine marrying your tribe. It's so boring. You have to learn something from this culture. I have to learn something from your culture. That's the only way. Or else, for the rest of our lives, we'll be singing one time, kumbi bila break, all those stupid statements. You understand what I mean? So, guys, we need to end this nonsense. Let me teach you something. I remember I used to have a friend of mine who was called Kelly. Kelly was a very smart guy. One thing about this guy used to speak a lot of languages. This dude used to speak Luya, he used to speak the Luo, he used to speak Kamba, Kikuyu, a bit of French, Lingala, and Luganda. I got interested in this dude. One day I asked this guy, dude, how come you speak all these languages? I remember that guy told me one thing. Never mind. I'm told this guy nowadays works with World Bank. Kelly, you guy, I'm looking for you. We need to create a podcast to talk about this. That guy was very smart. That guy was a genius. Yeah, Kelly, I salute you, man. Okay, wait for another episode.